got a couple public service announcements for you. Number one, man, did I like Succession last night. Now, I know Succession's on Sunday night, but I don't ever get to it till Monday night. Now, for those of you that haven't seen it, you might as well just turn off your mute button here or whatever. I think Succession, the show on HBO, can get long and drawn out, and the kids are a pain in the ass, and there's character development, and I said it, and I got ripped for it a few weeks ago, but I think a lot of you deep down believed me. However, this past episode, it was one thing after the other. Now, I'm not talking about everybody shooting everybody and we got car chases, not that kind of thing, but we got a bunch of spoiled little rich kids being spoiled little rich kids trying to screw old dad, Logan Roy. It's good, people. You know what I wished? I wished I was watching this show and I went back and told my wife, hey, this bald guy on this great show talked about this wonderful HBO show named Succession. I can go back and watch it from the start. If you haven't seen Succession, go back and watch it from the start. Now, you gotta kind of get through some crapola. You gotta kind of get through some stuff where it's like, all right, I'm a little tired of Shiv. I'm a little tired of Greg. I've had enough of Kendall. He's making my ass tired. Tom's a little wimpy douchebag. But not anymore, baby. Woo! I can't lie to you. I thought that Succession last night was, when I watched it last night, was as good as I've seen. I do. I just, well done, well written. And as the lovely and talented Stephanie Slovis said, I hate that I got to wait another year for this bad boy to come out. I don't likey. Me no likey. I want Succession tomorrow, next week, next Sunday. And oh, by the way, I tell you this every single day, damn near. Don't sleep on Yellowstone, people. Yellowstone, damn good. Might be the best role Kevin Costner's ever done in a lifetime of really good roles. Don't get me wrong. Kevin Costner, pretty good. And then, of course, Curb was fantastic. And then Sunday Night Football. I mean, Sundays used to be depressing. I've told you this before. Like, if you're my age, you remember the show The FBI. It was on Sunday nights. Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. I've talked about this. And at the end of the FBI, they went to commercial, this show, and they came back and gave you the picture and the crimes of the 10 most wanted list in the country. Scared the shit out of me. No, I'm not lying to you. Shit would literally come out of me. I was scared so much. No, it's true. But Succession, football, Curb, Yellowstone on a Sunday night? Oh my God. How good is that? It's really good. If you get a chance. And I apologize to all those a few weeks ago. All right. I don't care whether it's sports. I don't care whether it's business. I own 2 different businesses. I don't care what it is. When you take over a shitty operation, challenge everybody. Challenge everything. Look, I guess I'm talking about Urban Meyer at Jacksonville, but I could be talking about any business. You're taking something over. Challenge it. My daughter took over a class of kids in Nashville. The previous teacher was like this dude that really wasn't into being a teacher. The classroom was lax. The classroom wall, nothing was good. So the kids were that way. Challenge everything. Don't accept anything that was done previously unless you evaluate it, challenge it, and draw your own conclusion in it if you're trying to be successful. If you're just trying to be a slap and make a dime or two, then fine, do your thing. But if you're ultimately trying to be successful, make things better, enhance, leadership must challenge. Period. Leadership must evaluate. Leadership must have the balls to change. And I mean not worry about anything. I'll give you a story. When I first went to Bowling Green, they had one good year. Jim Larinaga, his son Antonio Daniels was like the second or third pick in the draft. They didn't win the league. They tied for it, got beat in the tournament. Larinaga was gone. His son was gone. Daniels was gone. Guys that were left, some of them were really good. One of the guys was a big old dude, Serbian. I'm Serbian. Pain in the ass. I gave him 2 chances. On the third chance, I kicked his ass out. I knew it was going to hurt me. I knew we would not win as many games, but I also knew I was going to establish a culture at Bowling Green. His dad came to see me. His dad was known as a big old crazy dude. So I positioned my coaches. You're here. No, I'm behind the desk. Nobody gets to the king. The dad came in. He understood what I was trying to do for his son. He was bawling. I did not relent. We had a bad year my first year. We had a better year my second year. And when the kids that I inherited combined with the kids that I recruited, we won the league. First time since '83. Took the job in '97, won the league in 2000. '98, I guess I took the job. Don't give in. And I hope Urban Meyer gets the opportunity in Jacksonville to do this. I know there's been off the court things. I know today the owner spoke about a number of things, and that's never good. But man, don't give in. I just talked about booster shots with Jill Savage. Let me ask you a question. When does this all end? When does this booster thing end? When Pfizer makes enough money? We're talking about a disease that is 99.9% survival rate. Now, let's be honest. Fat people have a problem with this disease. I'm a fat person right here in the stomach. When I got the disease, thank God I didn't listen to the media. Thank God I was already on zinc. I was already on vitamin D. I was already on Invectrin, and I was already on hydrochloroquine and vitamin C. I knocked it out of the park. It didn't bother me. But we're talking about a 99.7 or 99.9 survival rate. As a very good friend of mine who is an engineer said, Dan, you have a better chance of dying every day when you drive downtown to work than you do from COVID. Now, I've had a couple of friends die from COVID. I've had 2 people die from the vaccine, or at least I think they did. They never had blood clots. They got the vaccine. Joanne passed away. Her family's like, she never had blood clots. She had blood clots. Another friend of mine, I'm not going to mention his name because it's a more private thing. He, great shape, dropped dead, blood clots, after having the vaccine. I'm not telling you to get it. I'm not telling you not to get it. I'm just telling you my experience. I don't care what you do. Do whatever you want to do. I've read the reports. I've done the science. I've talked to doctors. But when does this all stop? We're mandating. When does all the cover your ass stop and we go to actual science? It isn't right now. It isn't by making these drug companies more and more and more and more and more money. You ever watch CNN? Every freaking advertiser is a drug company. You ever wonder about that? You ever get curious about that? You ever wonder why? It's amazing to me. It truly is amazing to me that we walk around and we just blindly have faith in a disease that's 99.9% survival. Hell, me taking a good dump isn't 99.9% survival. It's working there. World's an amazing place. And if you dare question, oh my God, the words you say will be turned on you. And people will write their articles, their blogs about your hate. Just frickin' shut up. Every athlete should aspire to be Steph Curry. Why do I say that today? I'll tell you exactly why I say that today. Steph Curry came into Indiana yesterday. Steph Curry makes one trip into Indianapolis a year. That's the way the NBA is. Okay, fine. He makes one trip. You know the first guy in the court is Steph Curry. Steph Curry. First guy on the court. Not the second, first guy. Basically, Steph Curry is there all day. Basically, Steph Curry never leaves. Basically, Steph Curry works harder than anybody else. But while he's doing it, He's like me. He's an entertainer. He's a guy that talks to the fans. He's a guy that shoots threes from the bench. He's a guy that just simply understands his role. Tiger Woods was a jackass for years and years and years to everybody. His agent was a jackass. I understand he gets in a car wreck, his wife beats the hell out of the car, he becomes a Buddhist again, blah, 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 blah. I get all that. Steph Curry's never been a jackass. And Tiger Woods grew out of it. Like most people, they grew out, they become human beings. It's like a star athlete in college that doesn't make the NFL. Takes him about 5 years to become a human being. It does. Not even a star athlete, an athlete. A guy that plays at a big school. Takes them about 5 years, 3 to 5 years before they become a human being. Where they're not expecting everything. Where, what? We got to drive? What? The level of stupidity on athletes, college athletes, 2 to 3 years, in their senior year, it goes away by the time they're 3 years out. Steph Curry has never had this. Steph Curry's always understood who he is. If you want to know why I love Steph Curry, look up the name Brody Stevens and Steph Curry. Brody was a little kid here in Indianapolis that I took, Glenn Robinson, Jack Doyle. We all loved the kid. Everybody loved the kid. He passed away. Steph Curry was his idol. Steph Curry, through a number of people got to Steph Curry. He made this kid the happiest kid ever. Sat with him, invited him, sat him in a suite, shot around with him. And he does that every game. I talked about it yesterday. Steph Curry is must-see TV. Steph Curry is the guy that when he comes on the court and he hears the crowd and they're all there, they're excited, he entertains, he appreciates, he smiles, he signs, he shoots crazy shots, but he also works on his game. Every athlete should aspire to be Steph Curry. I know I'm a bad guy, but I also know this. When I went to a game and somebody said, "We hate you, Dakich," I went over and signed it, laughed, took a picture. That's just what you do. It's always what you do. When I was in high school and we were a big deal, I refereed 8th grade, 6th grade, 5th grade game. It's just what you do. And so many of these college pains in the ass don't understand it. And so many of these professional pains in the ass don't understand it. But the best player, the most visible player, not named LeBron James, totally gets it, totally understands it. And I salute Steph Curry. He did it again last night. And then they ended up winning the game. They were down. He scores 5 straight. Whatever.